Okay, so this will be our second part with our discussion here in our second topic, which is loft and sweep tool in 3D modeling. So, na-explain ko na last time what is the sweep tool. So, now ang i-explain ko naman is paano ginagamit yung ating loft tool. Okay, so proceed na tayo with AutoCAD. Okay, so paano naman ginagamit yung ating loft tool? So, now we have here the loft tool. So, yun yung isi-select ko muna. And, create tayo ng object. So, I'll be using circle. Yan. Then, I'll be inserting another circle ulit. So, doon na lang ulit sa mismong center. And another rectangle. Okay, so siguro okay na yan. And then, I'll be moving this object pataas. So, I will select the move command. So, yun yung move natin. So, I'll be moving it first, yung circle. So, F8 natin, snap or to on para hindi siya maano. So, I'll be using siguro ay mga 6 yung taas niya. And then, i-move ko din tong rectangle natin. So, I'll press enter. So, select lang tayo kung saang part gusto. So, siguro 12 yung kanyang taas. Okay. So, yan. Meron na tayong gagamiting object dito sa ating loft tool. Okay. So, paano natin siya gagamitin? So, syempre, select natin yung loft tool. So, kapag na-select natin, mahalaga dito sa loft tool yung tinatawag natin na sequence nung isa-select nating object para sa loft tool. So, as we can see here, we have 3 objects na ilo-loft natin. So, yung magiging sequence niya ay mahalaga para dun sa gusto natin maging itsura ng object. So, for example, I will select it first. So, this will be the second one. And this will be the third one. Okay, so kita nyo kung anong nangyari. So, we have to enter twice here. So, i-realistic natin. Okay, so yun yung nangyari dito sa ating loft tool. So, kita naman ninyo. So, nasunod yung sequence kasi natin is inuna natin yung nandito sa baba, second itong nandito sa gitna, at third yung nasa pinaka taas. So, kaya naging ganun yung itsura niya. So, that is the use of loft tool. Pero, may iba pa tayong gamit with loft tool. So, ipapakita ko. Or, itry muna natin yung ibang sequence para makita nyo yung pagkakaiba. So, I'll be undoing it. So, select ko ulit yung loft. So, for example, uunahin ko to. Susunod ko to as second loft. And then, the third. Okay, so anong nangyari? So, double enter. So, tingnan natin kung ano yung naging itsura niya in realistic. So, yan. Mukha siyang base. Base na base ba ito? Mukha namang hindi. Okay, so dun lang nakita natin yung difference kung ano ba yung nangyayari kapag naiiba yung sequence natin ng loft tool. Okay? So, that is the use of loft tool natin. Pero meron pa tayong other use dito sa ating loft tool. So, papakita ko din. So, i-undo ko muna. Okay, so for this object, so I'll be creating another circle here. Possibly here. Okay, so hindi natin ma-select yung intersection niya. Okay, so yun yung gagamit nating midpoint. So I'll be creating circle here. Siguro mas malaki. Yan. And then I'll be deleting na yung ating rectangle kanina. So for this, gawin lang natin yung angle. So kita naman natin yung object. Okay. So now, ilo-loft natin siya. Selecting this first, second, and third. Okay, so double enter. Tingnan natin in realistic. So yun yung naging itsura niya. So now dito sa loft tool natin, so importante din yung tinatawag natin, we have here the edges din kasi na tinatawag. Okay, so pwede nating baguhin yan kung ano man yung gusto nating maging kalabasan niya. So for example, i-undo ko muna uli. Okay, so another undo. So i-realistic ko na siya para kita na agad. So kapag niloft ko siya, select ko ito, first, second, and third one. So kapag in-enter ko siya, may makikita tayong arrow dito. So itong arrow na ito yung nagpapakita kung ano yung mga pwede pa nating i-select na options. So for example, we have here the rule, kasi siya ay automatic na laging smooth fit. So ibig sabihin, yung edges natin ay naka-smooth fit. Pero pwede natin siyang baguhin at gawing ruled. Yun. So kita nyo naman na naging itsura. Pwede nating normal to all sections. Yan. And normal to end section. So nasa sa atin kung ano yung gusto natin na baguhin sa kanya. Ano? So meron din itong pinaka-last, which is the draft angle. So tayo ang masusunod dito sa draft angle kung ano yung gusto nating maging shape. For example, may makikita kayong dalawang arrow dito. So select nyo lang siya. So upon selecting, may makikita kayo ditong parang adjust button. So siselect nyo lang siya para masunod kung ano yung gusto nyong adjustment na gawin dun sa object. Okay? So dito din. So pwede nyo siyang i-adjust. Yan. So para lang tayo naglalaro dito. Okay. So try nating i-enter. So yun. So that is the other options here in loft tool. Okay? So para lang tayo nagde-design dito ng mga interior materials. Okay, so may isa pa about dito sa loft tool. So napakadaming option ni loft tool. So i-delete ko na tong object na to kasi gagamit na tayo ng panibago. So I'll be setting to home. So now gagawa ulit tayo ng panibagong object. So now I'll be going to top view. So yung top natin. So I'll be putting it on parallel. So now, select ko yung view niya. So yung view niya is itong XY plane. And I'll be using or I'll be putting rectangle here. Yan. And then, after putting rectangle on top view natin, so I will be going to the left view natin. So nakaparallel din dapat. And the view is the XY. So for here, I'll be putting another rectangle. So, dito sa taas. Okay. So, after that, so I'll be changing the view again. So, sa back naman siguro tayo. Saan ba yung back? Back. So, here. So, we are in back view. Ipaparallel ko lang siya. And then, ang view natin is the XY. So, I'll be putting another rectangle here. Yung halos kapareho lang din niya. Okay. So, now we have 3 sets ng rectangle na ginawa natin into different views. So, tingnan natin siya. So, ganun ang itsura niya kapag naka-isometric view. So, here is the first rectangle na ginawa, the second, and the third. So, from that, pwede pa naman natin yung i-adjust. Depende sa gusto nating maging position. So, for example, i-move ko tong isa. Select ko lang yung move. And then this one, I press enter. So, ilalapit ko lang siya medyo malayo. Kasi. Okay, so I'll be moving this one too. And I'll press enter. So, hihilahin ko naman to pababa. Ayan. Okay. So, now kita na natin. So, now, another thing, mag-create pa tayo ng path na gagamitin natin for the loft tool. So, I'll be using SP line. So, I'll be putting here at the midpoint, and then at the midpoint also of this one, and at the midpoint of the last object. Okay, so I'll press enter. Gawan din natin yung kabilang side. So, midpoint, and also to the midpoint of this, and midpoint nung last na object. Okay. So, now, may nagawa na tayo na path na susundin natin later on. Okay? So, now, we'll be using the loft tool. Select ko lang yung loft, and then select natin yung object. So, first, second, third. Pero as we can see here, makikita natin na hindi nasunod yung ginawa natin na path. Ano? So, ngayon, I will press enter. And then, I'll be selecting this path. Or sorry, the guide muna, guide. So, iselect natin yung ginawa nating guide kanina. Yun. At saka yung isa pa. Yun. So, at that point, nakita natin na nasunod na yung ginawa nating guide. Ano? So, yun yung another option natin with loft tool. Yung paggamit natin ng guide. Okay? So, now, may isa pa yung path kanina na sinasabi ko. Pwede din natin siyang gamitin. So, i-undo ko muna. Undo. So, gagawa pa ulit ako ng isa pang SP line. So, this will be used as the path naman. So, dun ko siya ilalagay sa endpoint, hindi na dun sa mid. Tapos, sa endpoint din nung kabila, ng last object natin. Para makita nyo lang yung difference natin. Ano? So, yan. So, now we'll be using the loft tool. So, this will be the first one, second, and third. Okay. So, press ko yung enter, and then I'll be choosing the path wherein yung ginawa natin na line kanina. So, this one. So, tingnan nyo yung magiging pagbabago. Okay. So, yun. So, nasunod yung path na ginawa natin. So, by that, nakita lang natin kung paano piniperform yung ating loft tool. So, using the normal natin kanina, yung sequence natin, yung pag-arrange natin ng surface, kung siya ba is smooth fit or whatever. And then, this last one is using the guide and path. Ano? So sana may naintindihan dito sa ating tutorial. So again, if you have questions or inquiries with this topic, so you could comment in our chat boxes at Google Classroom. Okay? So again, so that will ends our discussion with Loft and Swift tool in 3D modeling. So see you on our next discussion. So that would be all, and thank you.